We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Falcons will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Colorado State's offense will go to work first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And the Rams trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The Rams have it with a 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Bell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation, just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive game for my offense.
Makes the grab, it's Bell. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got a man, it's Brown. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Under fire. Looking left. Finds his man open. Touchdown, Colorado State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how about the Great job by this offense. This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Air Force's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Finds the tight end. Just steamrolling the defense. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Graves. Buying some time. Makes the grab.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Oh, better look out. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground game.
Yeah, and those ground games are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much discipline. I mean, they're so good at running what they do. They don't do a lot, but they're going to hit you right in the mouth and run the football.
And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Going for the marker on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Graves. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here comes the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you. Over.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Air Force. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Return runs out of bounds.
Over the Ram offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This time it's complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. It's a 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Rams come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They just keep firing. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On that play action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
It definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second. But you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to them and got the sack.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Graves. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
On the option, he'll do it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
I I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for his man. He's got it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Rides the back on the option to give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rushes on him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going to try to get it himself. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. The Rams will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To throw, it's Graves. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's loose. Touchdown, Air Force. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. But a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Brown. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Rams will punt this one away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man, it's Glenn. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Caught behind the line, it's ball. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Off play action. Here comes the Heat. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run,
and the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Using his legs, it's Stewart. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Here's the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The Rams will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Third and short now from their own 48. Back to throw, it's Graves. Steps away. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
A little screen to the running back.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
To the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got his man. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They're working that left side. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Still looking on the move. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
He'll pitch it. Looking for the... Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Excellent pass by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Wyoming was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Laramie. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Cowboys Nation who will enjoy this win. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And this one will be stopped for no gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking downfield very late in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. At the 45 on his way. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Rams will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Sends it back in motion, trying to set the tone with the run. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Got out of trouble and throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The option look. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On the option, power football with the run. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And, man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover run downs.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Wants to throw on 3rd. Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The Rams send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Rams decide to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Got enough for the 1st down. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Motion from the wideout. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Air Force. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UAB went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Blazers team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Rams line up to punt it away.
Number 17, on to kick it away.
He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Run it with the fullback. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. The big fullback's got it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? It'll be 3rd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, it's a fumble. A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you've got to be extra careful with your ball security.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
And the Rams trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fears the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. Finds some fresh air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just hold...
Looking for the end zone. Oh, makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Wilson will throw. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Rams come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Falcons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the fullback. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.